Hi everyone, welcome Leah. Here I have developed a AI-driven crime analytics platform for Karnataka State Police through KSP Datathon 2026. Here it's an virtual and advanced AI-driven crime analytics and visualization board for the crime intelligence. Actually, we have named this as Kavach intelligence, which is mean by a shield. In Bangalore, in Kannada, it's called Kavach, which means for a shield. Here, we have implemented a Catalyst GLM5 model for as an LLM, where it fetches the data from SQL databases, and also here we have implemented a voice recognition where it will gives the values where we can given as an input and get output as a from the SQL databases. Let me show you a demonstration here, and also here are the network boards which will gives you like as the crime intelligence board which is used in many other police stations, and also it will shows it is a heat map like where we can see where are the crime rates, and also we can here like change to as like what are the cases which is filed like robbery or theft, so and so, and also we can easily get from days and months, like for example if you clicking 2026 or 25, like many than more than years, like if I'm clicking January 2022 to January 2026, what are the cases that I have filed for theft. And also if you want accuracy means you can switch to points where we can easily get like what are the things. For example, let's move to the Bangalore. Yes, here these are all the minor cases which is show in blue dots. If I'm clicking a murder or something means it will show in red. Actually, because of this case is very severe. If I'm clicking this, like for example, murder case Bangalore City 2026 1 and dated for 2, and let me ask about this case which I'm clicking show me all the crime or show me the details. If I'm clicking this means it will show gone through the SQL database and it will give the clear detailed basis like what the case is and where it was registered and when it was happened and who take the charge sheet. Like for example, if I'm clicking this evidence to investigate evidence means it will gone through the timelines. For example, the FIR was registered in Jan 14, victim statement, CCTV, accused arrested, and charge sheet filed. And what are the things that they have done means verify phone records, complex email, FIR, check CCTV, contact witness, search vehicle, open network analysis. These are the things that were done by the police department. And also, for example, if you are clicking this evidence means it will give the evidence. Like for example, if in this murder case they have used a knife, and these are the collected from the accused person, and here it will shows the who are all the accused persons and which were arrested in this case particular case. And also here it shows us Sunil Kumar age 34, risk is equal to low, and he was arrested, and Prakashian age 31, gang none but repeated offender. He has 3 FIRs and he was also arrested. Here it's a victim case, like who was affected, like this we can easily find it from this case. And also, is this case is related with someone other. For example, if the same accurate, like the things happening in the same case, means it will matches the database with other columns, like whether similar cases were happened to the other ones. And this is the dashboard where we can easily get like how many cases were totally registered in so far, and also how many charge sheet rated, and how many active investigations till now it's happening, and also what are the crime types which were distincted in this SQL databases. And also we can easily find out how many cases, like in this bar we can easily find out in this month how many cases. For example, let me show you. In 2026 second month, there are totally 65 cases were registered, like that we can easily analyze. And here a chain snatching trend, like whether the top, like nowadays snake snatching is like gone with the trend, like people are used to, like the increase of the gold rates, they are tolerated the peoples and snatching the chains from the people, public people. So these cases were raised again. Like for example, let me take you to the graph. Means in 2025 11 it was 9, in downgrading 2026 4 was nearly low by low, actually because of this KSP police. And also what are the top districts that were registered. For example, Mahobali city, Bangalore city, these are the high cases that the crimes happening the day to day life. And also we can easily see the case status, where it has how many charge seated percentage and what are the false case, like if you are registered against the unknown persons or file case means. And also if this case under the investigation means, it will also show how many cases were under investigation. And also if the murder person or accused person, if it's not arrested means, it will show undetected cases. And also the trial case means which is like against gone to the this trial. And also where we can see here it is an audit log. If I'm using this audit log means, we can easily what are the police days, what are the police were seeing this, like how many policies were used for these cases and how many they have taken for this query. We can easily find out through this. Let me show you another example. Tell me the last criminal cases which is held in Bangalore city. If I'm asking this, give me that last crime city in Bangalore. There was no records were found in crime as city in Bangalore. If I'm asking about the murder means, it will shows like how many murder cases were filed in last 2 years. Yes, from July 25 to July 25 2026 means, it will shows like 26 murder cases were registered in Karnataka. And we can also use SQL databases for checking, cross checking the process whether it gives the correct values or not, so that it will gives automatically the query SQL queries values, where it selects the count from row ID, from case master where it's registered as a minor head case or similar cases. And also it gets from the crime register date, like I asked for the last 2 years from the same date, so it takes 24/7 2025 to 26/7 2025. We can easily find it. If I'm asking about the rate or the names of the person means, it will give us separate data. This was easily accessible by the policies. And also we can authenticate by the police users. through the catalyst log, where we can access exact access to the persons, one who are the police. Like if I'm using this SAML, means I'm using the office personal ID, so that we can easily use this and access this Kavach intelligence. Here we can export the PDF. For example, if you are investigating in one state and giving the report to the same report to the next district or next state, means we can easily export this data. Like for example, if I'm clicking this, means it will shows all the data, Kavach report, and all the show query details which were fetched in the last chat, and we can easily found it and we can easily share this, and it will be locally saved in your devices, where we can use this as a crime investigations. Yes. In this network we can easily find out what are the peoples where victim faces. Like for example, these are the 5 peoples where and found in the case register against the murder, means we can easily group up them by connecting all these dots, and these are the minimal cases, shared cases, and we can easily connect to this board. For example, who is the main character plays a major accused things, and also if this shows as blue, it's low. If it's medium, 40 to 70. If it's high, means these are the high wanted peoples, we can easily see there. And this is the maps, we can easily find it in the points 2. For example, it shows only from Karnataka, it's specifically built for Kannada. These are the dates, these are the crime types, these are the network, we can easily find it, the things. If you want to search accused, means for example, like this, we can easily find out. Here each one shows the person's name. For example, what are the things he had done, we can easily found out about this case, where it was hierarchically ordered. Like if I'm clicking this, means like it's a high value, a robbery, a house burglary, and trafficking. These are the things that which was done by the Abdul Reddy. So we can easily found out by this network cases, and we can use this. Like for example, we can easily understand if the peoples were not able to read, means we can easily listen.
26 murder cases were registered between July 25th, 2024 and July 25th, 2026.
Yes, we can easily hear from this voice access, actually, which was Swarnam. Here the Swarnam API key were called for this reading the text to speech and input speech to text. For both it was used, and also for example, if you are using the Kannadam language, means we can also get the data from Kannadam language. For example, in the case crime undulu, yeah, it can easily get the case ID from the SQL in a local language as Karnataka people speaking. For example,
Kes Nam 100 quadrillion 10 trillion 2 billion 202 million 600,002 Adili Bengaluru Nagara Polis Stesan -2 Nali Namudada Kesanali, the 1st of January 2026 Randu Kole Prakaranavu Nadede. Kasina Stiti Kaj Sitigide. Prakaranada Tivrate Hinsakari.
Yes, it will speak the local language as they speaking the Kannada, and also it will give the same what are the things there it was done. Like for example, if it's a NLSP tracking and who the case was handled by the DSP Ravi, and whether the status which was still in investigation or it was fully completed, and where it was done, like KRS Puram police station, and which date it was filed as a FIR, and also we can easily get the data as it's seen. So this was the Kavach intelligence, where police can easily get the data from SQL databases, like the crime investigation databases. They can easily get through the voice access model and easily relate to whether the accused peoples were similar close to the whether these two peoples were involved in the same cases. And also if you are using this map means, for example, if the if the new police joined in this state and wanted to be aware of this state, like we can easily find out what are the things which happened in this state. For example, if you are looking for the Mysore, we can easily what are the cases that we have filed against uh, the people and which were held in the Gandhinagar. For example, if you are looking what are the similar cases that happened near to the Gandhinagar and what it was like. For example, if you can easily criminal breach of trust, like for example this case were filed in the Mysore place which is in Gandhinagar, and we can easily access the dashboard and the audit logs. Yes, here we have used the tech stack, the GLM model and from the Catalyst, and also we have used the RAC models, and but we here we directly converts the natural language to the SQL to get the accuracy data from the databases. For example, it will gives the exact date January 2026, January 1, like that. It will give the exact date when it was filed and which time and which the things happened. So we have used this, and also here we have used the voice model access and also text to speech engine and networking, and we have used the KNN for the addressing the murderous criminals to locate the whether their similarities matches through each other. Like that, we have used so many tech stacks, and also here we have mentioned easy quick access for the export chat as a PDF one, where these are the images, and also it will predict the crime hotspot, and also it will let the non-technical officers to query the records conversationally by using this method, and it will give the response within 2 seconds. Yes, that was the major advantages in this model, and we have particularly deployed in the Catalyst services which was done by the Zogo, and we have implemented all the models where I got from the Catalyst. Yes, and also here you can easily find out the maps networks where which we can easily use for analyzing the criminals. Like this it will show. By this we can easily auditing the things which were done by the police. We can easily create a columns user mail. We can easily find it. Yes, thank you.